it well proper. Me no look nobody face. No papa. I'm clean and dapper on my waist a leather. Man a ragamuffin. What? Check my settings. Can't find no iOS man. I shall get down here so I get a fly over for the same.
Come on, man. You see how that works? Come on, you see how that works? And we got our get him, man. What you got? What up?
Congratulations. But yeah, of course. What's up, y'all? Hey.
Right here, man. Right here. Ty, you know how to run everything?
Very fire, look. Very fire.
Looks like how you. Ghana.
So good.
Ghana, stand up.
Yeah.
We up, Ghana. Whoa.
Whoa.
That's enough, man.
Sounds so fun.
Yo, we would have did a whole fucking concert right now. I wasn't gonna tell them to stop. I know Lord Sear pissed off right now. Wow, man, you're very talented, brother.
Yes, you are.
Thank you, brother.
This is coming from, this is divine. This is that fifth dimension.
And different styles, real representation of Afrobeat, reggae, and dancehall. That's been my roots from time. So you don't know, we keep representing because it's a symbol of togetherness. Arena. My father was a preacher man, the same way he still is. And so I grew on the word. I understood that word, sounds, and power is the only one that can change people's mindsets and transform it into their attitude to become better people. So when I found out my innate as a musician, I realized I asked myself what I would love to do. And what I want to do is to preach the word of the Most High. And this is it.
Stonebwoy, that's good with that. Let me go to some of these callers real quick.
Your music, I immediately gravitated towards it. And now being introduced to you a second time through your words and your presence, like, you are an international treasure, my dude. You really, really are. The details behind your wisdom, this being able to illuminate not only those in the room, but so many of our listeners, just major, major gratitude. And it makes me wonder, because here in the States, we obviously speak to so many different artists, right? And you have some where their initial fuel for getting into this game and staying into this game is perhaps fame, right? Perhaps it's the money. Perhaps it's just to have fun with your boys, you know what I mean? And not have to adhere to any type of boundaries, restrictions. It sounds like this mission you have on your music has been here for this long, but maybe I'm mistaken. Was the mission always attached to the music?
Fifth dimension is the next level. It's the levels at which you are confident and comfortable with your innate, the inside of yourself, and how it syncs with your physical, your spiritual self, your physical self, and your creative self, knowing that it has a higher source, that are supposed to bring the message, the vibes, the melodies, the feeling, the energies, the vibrations, the waves, How else could I call this album that consists of all these things? But the fifth dimension. So you're feeling great, but it really touches the inside of you more than it probably does the physical anyway. So there's no other way I could, because that's what music stands for. Music is word, sounds, and power. So at this level where I'm creating my fifth studio album, coming all the way from Ghana, Shaiman, the ghettos, pushing all this agenda to this point, I realized that this is it. This is the fifth dimension, There could be nothing else. I couldn't call it anything. I realized that this is it. This is the fifth dimension, There could be nothing else. I couldn't call it anything else. And as much as it's my fifth studio album, that's the fifth dimension. And everybody knows, if you read, you know what that dimension is. So you have to believe, that's just how it is. I want people to use this album or even hear that and know that, yes, you can get in touch with your highest self.
Yes.
And succeed in this life and fulfill your purpose.
There you go, Stonebwoy. Tracy G.
Stone.
The first Ghanaian artist to be here.
Come on, man. Come on. Let's go.
So
Talk about it.
you know, and I've been on Breakfast Club, the first, if I'm not kidding, I've been the first to do a
Absolutely.
lot of things.
Yeah.
Why should that be? Because I believe it's my focus, it's my drive, it's my tenacity, and then it's God in the beginning of it all, is divine, is a mission, is a purpose. Of course, because Burner, first African today in 2023 to be selling out stadiums in the West.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, has people not done this before? Yes, they have, but probably they didn't do it on this level. So it takes time for us to be growing and going. So I really know about the, you know, the differences between what the Nigerians are doing and what Ghana is supposed to do, and what Kenya is supposed to do, and what Uganda is supposed to do, and what Zimbabwe is supposed to do, and what Mali is supposed to do. So you know what I'm saying? So the thing becomes like one brother is inspiring all of us to be able to walk. Do it. It's possible. Inspiring all of us to be able to walk. Do it. It's possible. When Nigeria does it, then we know it's doable. Absolutely. But another factor is that, you see, I don't want to cause no chaos, but when you come to the whole of Africa, right, Nigeria pushes the most. And you can find Nigerians being very popular around the African continent.
Shine, Leak, what's popping?
Leak.
Yes. Okay, Leak, what's your question, Leak? Leak, what's your question?
Of course.
So, what advice would you give for like an upcoming artist? I'm from East Africa. I am Sudanese, South Sudanese.
Wow, big up South Sudan. Big up Dynamic. Watch out, let me tell you what I want. Big up Dynamic. You know Dynamic sound? Dynamic is the only Sudanese wild crocodile representing for Africa.
Really?
In the diaspora.
Uh-huh.
That's the one killing. Dynamic is. Voila, let me give you your flowers. South Sudan. Dynamic is killing all Jamaican sounds in Jamaica.
Wow. Really?
Okay, congratulations on that again. So Fifth Dimension,
Yeah.
what was that like? What was that process like recording a new album?
It was not an easy process because I remember like yesterday I was doing a lot of mental exercises in terms of pushing my capacity to the next level and making sure that it still sounded a lot like an original, whereas it was actually, you know, whereas it's still very fresh with some elements of different styles that inspired me, like more different styles that inspired me. So I want to take a song like the track one is like a call it hip hop and it has a R&B situation to it, but I still was able to represent the Stonebwoy factor on top of it so smoothly.